somehow drank like a whole fifth, like the three of us, you know, which like, and then I'm too drunk to like do anything. Like nothing's down there is working. At that point, right? So we pass out in his bed or whatever, and we're just cuddling. My bad. And we're just cuddling in his bed, and then thank you. And I wake up in the morning, and these other two girls that I hadn't even met, with the one girl that I had met, come running into the room, topless, hot chicks, like jumping in a circle together about how much money they'd made the night before. And I'm like, my brain's like a little foggy, but my brain still works pretty quick. So I just started putting it together. I was like, okay, 3 beautiful young women, comfortable being naked in front of a stranger, made money last night. So I just asked them, I was like, so are you guys strippers, you know?
Yeah.
And they were talking about like the dudes that they got the money off of or whatever. And they were like, well, kind of. And I was like, well, what do you mean kind of? And they were like, we're virtual strippers. They were cam girls. This is in like before OnlyFans, right? So they were cam. This is how people did at-home porn then, was Chatterbait and My Free Cams and shit like that. So yeah, they were cam girls, and I was like, oh, that's interesting, and started meeting them and hear about like what they were doing and how much money they were making. And I'm making $7.25 an hour plus tips.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm making nothing.
You're making shit.
I'm making shit.
Yes.
Okay. And I was just like, you're making how much? Doing what?
How much could they make back then?
Oh, those girls back in the days, like before OnlyFans, and like if you were really good at it and you had good clients, like you had some good whales, those girls were making like $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 a month in college. They're going to EDC every year. They're going to Bonner. That's what they would spend their money on.
Yes,
these crazy trips, right?
As they should. As they fucking should, dude. At that age, bro, come on. Live your life.
So yeah, so I was like, well, I could do that, but I'm so broke. I don't have a computer. The old gay dudes that I was living with, they didn't have internet at their house. Like they didn't need internet, you know.
What are you gonna do this at like a Starbucks?
Right. Where am I gonna do this? So I just started talking to the guy that I had met, and I was like, yo, you know, what's your name? I'm not going to say his name.
Yeah.
What's your name? Like, we should do this. You know, he wasn't doing it. He was just living with them, and like his parents were paying for his college. He didn't need that, right? And I was like, we should do this. But he couldn't go on the trips with them because he couldn't afford it. Yeah. So that was what got him to do it. Was, you know, but he had a computer, he had a place we could do it at, and everything like that. And so yeah, February of 2014, I did my first webcam show.
Would you do it together?
Yeah. We did it together, but we'd never, again, like that first night or whatever, we had like made out a little, but we'd never done anything.
Damn.
So every time we did something for the first time, like oral or whatever, was on webcam.
No way.
So it was super valuable. And like that chemistry and that tension of like a first time thing. And I wasn't like the porn star I am today. I wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm comfortable. I'll go in and fuck anybody. You know? So it was like not difficult, but it was like real, you know, it was like really like raw and real. And so, yeah. And people were like really into us or whatever. And when I really realized they could go somewhere was like in the first week or 2 weeks of doing it. For some reason we just jumped to like the top of the recommended and just ended up like, I don't know, we were just had something like some viral ability or something and crashed the website.
What the
Because we had so many people go into our room. Yeah. And I'd never experienced that before. And I was like, okay, there's something here. Like maybe I could like a light bulb, like, you know, like, oh, I could do something here.